1. The Legend of the Mothman of Point Pleasant. Mothman is the name of a supernatural creature speculated to exist after several reports of unidentified creatures seen in the Point Pleasant area of West Virginia. On a cold dark November day, 5 men who were digging a grave at a cemetery near Point Pleasant claimed to see a man-like figure fly low from the trees over their heads. This is often identified as the first known sighting of what became known as the Mothman. Shortly thereafter, 2 young couples from Point Pleasant told police they saw a large white creature whose eyes glowed red when the car headlights picked it up. They described it as a large flying man with 10-foot wings, following their car while they were driving in an area outside of town. The Mothman has been widely covered in the popular press, some claiming sightings connected with UFOs, and others claiming that a military storage site was Mothman's home. Point Pleasant held its first annual Mothman Festival in 2002, and a 12-foot tall metallic statue of the creature, created by artist and sculptor Bob Roach, was unveiled in 2003. The festival is a weekend-long event held on the third weekend of every September. 2. The Legend of the Australian Bush Yowie. Yowie is one of several names given to a large ape-like creature reputed to live in the Australian wilderness. The creature has its roots in Aboriginal Australian folklore. Yowie-type creatures are common in Australian legends, particularly in the eastern Australian states. The Yowie is described to resemble the Himalayan Yeti and the North American Bigfoot. Some report the Yowie can seem timid or shy. Others suspect that the Yowie is sometimes violent and aggressive, and seeks to hunt large animals, including farmers' sheep and cattle. In the 1870s, accounts of indigenous apes appeared in the Australian Town and Country Journal. In an article entitled Australian Apes, appearing 6 years later, scientist Henry James McCooey claimed to have seen an indigenous ape on the south coast of New South Wales. Some recently reported Yowie incidents claim that the death and mutilation of household pets, such as dogs, are the result of Yowie attacks. Other people claim that the animals' deaths can be attributed to attacks by wild animals such as dingoes. 3. The Central American Chupacabra. The Chupacabra is a legendary creature in the folklore of parts of the Americas, with its first purported sightings reported in Puerto Rico. The name comes from the animal's reported habit of attacking and drinking the blood of livestock, especially goats. Eyewitness sightings have been claimed as early as 1995 in Puerto Rico, and have since been reported as far north as Maine, and as far south as Chile, and even being spotted outside the Americas in countries like Russia. The most common description of this strange animal is that of a reptile-like creature, said to have leathery or scaly greenish-gray skin and sharp spines or quills running down its back. It is said to be approximately 3 to 4 feet high, and stands and hops in a fashion similar to that of a kangaroo. On December 18, 2010, in Nelson County, Kentucky, a resident shot and killed an animal that he could not recognize and feared. Many pictures of the suspected Chupacabra were taken, and the story was well documented by various news organizations. Reports describe the creature as having large ears, whiskers, a long tail, and about the size of a house cat. The remains of this unusual find were handed over to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources for further analysis. So, what do you think? Do you believe these creatures really exist? If so, comment below and share your thoughts and experiences. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Maximus TV.